What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Mega Media Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Davis, and I am joined today by my brother, Alex, and my brother from another mother, Ryan. Guys, a video just came out by the time you're hearing this on the channel, kind of explaining some things, so I'm not going to delve into it too deep here, but considering this is the audio version also, and it's going to go on Spotify and whatnot, I'll just quickly touch on the fact that, as you can tell, the pod has changed names. We have moved on from the Screenwoven title, and we are going with Mega Media Nerds. If you want a little more insight and history on that name, it's kind of a big one for me, a little bit kind of a personal, special one. I delve into it on a video that is going to be put out on the YouTube channel again by the time you're hearing this, where I also delve into the fact of why I have Ryan and Alex with me instead of Daniel. And again, to keep a long story short, for this episode, Daniel has chosen to step away from the podcast. I hate that for me and him. We were enjoying what we were doing, but I'm really, really, really looking forward to what we're about to have going with me and these guys I got here with me. I think it's going to be really fun. And I've known both of them. Well, I mean, Alex is my brother, so I've known him his whole life. And Ryan, I've known now almost 14 years.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
14 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's been quite a while on that one as well. So we got a lot of new hands involved. My wife, Ryan's wife, probably another buddy of ours. It's just, I got a whole team helping me out. Ryan's over here hitting me with the nah hands, but I think he's kidding. I'm not sure. We'll talk later. But yeah, so this is the first episode in a way, kind of a whole rebirth for the show. So this is no longer Screenwoven. Again, welcome to the Mega Media Nerds podcast. Do either one of y'all, since I kind of did all the rambling on the video, do either one of y'all want to kind of touch on the name change real quick? Just like why and what it means?
I mean, I just prefer the name, to be honest.
Oh, you just liked it better?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
I think for me, the big thing was the fact that we're going to be talking about, spoilers alert, we're talking about more than just movies now. A lot of TV shows, a wider range of TV shows. Me and Alex are into anime. Chris likes One Piece. That's about it so far.
I'm getting into stuff.
So
I'm getting into stuff.
Trying to get him into stuff.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe some books. We read a little bit.
We dabble.
We play games. Chris is a big comic book guy. I'm sure you guys know whenever he talks about a Marvel movie or whatever. But so yeah, we're excited to do some more stuff. So it's a little bit broader, and I thought that the name kind of fits. And it's also I think I don't know.
I think in general there was a preference for that name just again because and we delve more into it, or I do on the video, but that name came about from an old podcast I did, and it was one that Alex actually was a part of. And one that Ryan definitely would have been, but at the time he was in the military and was not living in the state, so he was not able to be. So I think there was just kind of a general consensus of like, dang, like that was a really good name. It kind of got wasted on a show that sadly ended up going nowhere, and like we really liked that name, and we were trying to kick around a new name just to see if we wanted to change it, since there were already going to be so many other new changes with the new new location, which you guys will see once we start getting a video element and new faces on the show and all that. So it was just kind of a good time to make that change. And that name has always been really personal to me because it was one of the first names, like when I was like writing up lists of podcast names, that one just always stuck. And Ryan actually did the original logo work for that channel, which I think we are going to spruce up, spice up, and get a new one going. But to be honest, like I'm probably going to get some throwback stuff made with that old one too, just because it's classic.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely work some stuff in.
But anyway, don't want to harp too much on that, guys. Just wanted to get that out of the way up at the top of the show. we got, I think, some fun stuff to talk about today. Some crazy big news, in my opinion, on one end. That's going to kind of be saved for last. But just to kind of give a rundown, Ryan, Alex, and I went the other day, and we checked out the new movie Mercy, starring Chris Pratt. And
We did watch that.
who was the lady, the judge?
Oh, I have no idea.
Can you Google that while I'm talking? Just because I want to give her credit. She was like the other main character. We went and saw that. So we're going to do a little breakdown of that, just give our thoughts, vibes, feelings, opinions. I think it's going to be pretty entertaining just based on our post-theater talk.
Tilly Norwood.
Tilly Norwood. All right. And we're going to just briefly, I know Daniel and I have talked a little bit about it on here, but just to get you guys kind of acclimated with where these two guys are as far as their thoughts and hypes and everything for movies coming out this year. Going to briefly touch on some trailers and just some upcoming projects. And also, to round it out, I feel like we're saving the best for last. I don't know exactly how much we're even going to have to talk about this, but I'm so excited at the news. But it has been officially announced that Brandon Sanderson has inked a deal with Apple TV, at least as far as I understand. It's inked, it's done. The everything is kind of rolling, like the process is going now. For them to receive the rights to produce all of the Cosmere adaptations. So as of right now, what it's looking like is that the original Mistborn trilogy, the Final Empire, the Well of Ascension, and the Hero of Ages are going to become a trilogy of movies that will be, I'm not sure, the way he worded it, you know how like Netflix will have certain movies, but like they'll put them in theaters sometimes?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's going to be that
Like
kind
a
of
Knives Out kind of thing.
Right, yeah. I'm not sure if it's going to be like that or if they're like just Apple TV original movies.
Just like the streaming exclusive.
I was just say they usually do that, from what I've understood, right? Like I think
Maybe.
the other Apple original movies are.
It's possible. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it.
I mean,
but
they
anyway,
might think this is more high profile. They want to get it out there more. They might.
I would think. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much. I want to save that for the end. So I'm gonna pause on that. But anyway, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. So with that being said, let's kind of get it rolling here. We're gonna start off talking about Mercy, again starring Chris Pratt and Tilly Norwood.
Yes.
Brief description. He was a a cop?
Police officer, yeah.
Yeah, like some kind of
He
cop.
was a detective
Okay, detective on the
for
force.
like
Sure,
homicide
specifically.
detective.
Right.
Yeah.
And he helped in the like rise of this program, the Mercy program, that is essentially like an AI. It's a room you get put in, and there's like an AI system that it plays judge, jury, and executioner if you're found guilty. It gives you access to like every system in the country that you could possibly need to
Every
dig
piece of
through.
electronics
Right.
ever.
They
Yeah,
really
it's like you're legally obligated to put everything on the cloud.
Right,
and
like
which
it's-
is crazy. But
they really big brothered them in this movie.
I don't know. I think most people, all their stuff's on the cloud anyways, so I don't know how much
Fair.
of a unreality that is. But
That's true. But yeah. So it basically gives you access to all this in your trial. You have 90 minutes?
which is
Yes.
insane to me.
Yeah. 90
And-
minutes.
and 90 minutes from like when they put you in there too. It's like it's not like
soon as you
you've
wake up.
you sat in jail for 2 days or anything. It's like the second
he woke up, was
they
like, "Where
lock you
am I?" And
up-
it's like, "Okay, you're on the clock, buddy."
Yeah, it's like time starts now, which is insane.
No, that's wild. You're right. Yeah, they give you 90 minutes to basically plead your case with the system, and there's like a percentage bar that determines your level of probable guilt. And at a certain point, you're just like, you're definitely done, and you're gonna die. And then if the time runs out and you haven't proved your innocence, you get
Well, you
what
haven't-
they call it, like a sonic pulse or
Yeah.
Well,
something.
yeah,
I
it
think-
just like straight up capital murder.
Yeah,
which
is
is
legit.
also, I mean, I don't know what that's.
Right, he's like, I'm actually
insane
kind of
to
on board
jump
with that.
straight to. Well, no,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Let's not get into politics here.
Immediately.
We're starting out with a bang.
Yeah. Anyway. See this. I don't know what I was gonna say now.
Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry. I'll let you think about it. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. You guys got to understand. I'm like really this is the first time we're on mic together, so I just like threw them in here and was like, hey, let's record. So it's gonna take a while for them to get their bearings straight. He does a great impression of Forrest Whitaker though. Boss. But yeah, basically, just kind of like your typical drama, mystery thriller. Essentially, to finish up the description, we kind of are seeing it through Chris Pratt's character's eyes, who wakes up in this chair in a system he kind of helped create or at least popularize, and he is now on trial for the murder of his wife, and he's very confused and conflicted and lost, and he just, but of course, well written enough to where, at least for me, I genuinely didn't know if he did it or not. And I can't remember if I told you guys this that day when we got out of the theater. But for me, like, there were literal times in that movie where I kept thinking, because we talked about there's a couple like twists that pop up. Mm-hmm. I kept thinking one of them was going to be, oh, he did it. Like, you would think he wouldn't, because he's the main character. He's Chris Pratt. Like, you don't usually get a name like that. And then he's like the back. But like, I kept thinking, man, he did, oh my gosh, he might have did this. Like,
well, I think what would have been an interesting thing is that if it was left open-ended enough, because the way the guilt system works is that it can't ever get to 100%. So if they left it open-ended,
that's what I was gonna say.
Dang.
Is what? No.
Shut up, Al.
The probability. It's like I was gonna say, like, because I thought the whole system was like crazy, the AI judgment thing, because they were like, it happens immediately. You only get 90 minutes to do it, and it's like, I'm pretty sure, like, spoilers again, like, to talk about what the actual movie before we get into the thoughts about the movie, but I'm pretty sure the only reason that Chris Pratt's character was able to do it is because he is a detective. Like, the other people aren't, and they have to like figure out how to work a crime scene for themselves immediately in 90 minutes.
Yeah,
which is, I mean, that's insane.
Yeah,
but I will say the saving grace was there's like a percentage, like from like, I think something like 92 or 94 or something to 98 is like, that's guilty, and anything below that is like enough doubt that they're not gonna murder you.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, I'm really bad about that, guys, and I'm sorry, but Ryan said it. I'm just gonna reiterate: spoilers for the movie. Like, you know how we do on here. We're gonna talk about it in depth. So I mean, nothing's off the table. But you were saying.
Yeah,
Alex.
I think it would have been interesting if they had left it open-ended to, like, the viewer to be like, did he actually do it or not? But he ended up dying.
Oh, no. I that would drive me insane. I'd hate a cliffhanger, like, did he or didn't he?
Like, I get what you're saying.
They
I
found
need
him
closure.
guilty enough, but
I get what you're
we
saying.
as the viewer didn't have enough information one way or the other.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't
might
watch
be with
those,
Ryan
like,
on that one.
48 hours or, like,
I don't watch those either. I just thought
the like true crime.
Well, sounds like you'd love them.
Yeah, the true crime stuff where they're like, here's all the evidence, but he's still on trial and it's not done yet. It's like, I hate those because there's no like finality to it.
Well, but, like,
it drives me crazy.
Is that not why Inception was so good?
That's not the reason. Like,
that's why.
I would argue
that one's like a
ending,
mind bender though. Like, that's the whole point of that movie.
Like, that movie is not inherently,
if you wrote it that way.
That movie is not inherently a mystery. That movie is a heist.
And it's like a psychological
Inception.
Thriller in a way.
Inception is a heist movie.
I thought you meant Mercy for a second.
No. That's what I'm saying. Inception's ending is like a cliffhanger in a way. Like, if you want to like really delve into like, oh snap, like what's going on?
Are
here?
they or aren't they?
Right. But I think it is more accepted that it ends that way because it is not sold as to me, a mystery that leaves a cliffhanger ending is like, well, then what was the point?
Yeah. Well,
I was just saying, and to be fair, we talked about it. Is we didn't know this was going to be so much a whodunit.
Yeah.
At least from the previews and like the trailers and stuff. When I went in, I wasn't thinking like we got to figure out who did. I thought it was very much read to me as like being framed for the murder of my wife, and I have 90 minutes to figure out the murderer.
Yeah, that's
kind
fair
of thing.
too. I mean, I guess formulaically, I agree, but I just like I said, like I guess while watching it, I was just like, dang, this man might have done it. Like,
I mean, they definitely, and so I will again kind of get into my thoughts of the movie.
yeah, go ahead and touch on that because I feel like it's gonna be hard to dance around that.
So I went into the movie thinking that I wasn't going to really enjoy it, but like, you wanted to talk about it on the podcast, and I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I think that would be a fun thing to talk about. Hot button topic, AI and stuff.
And all that, yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, we'll watch it. But like, my thoughts going in were like, yeah, this is not. It didn't look great. I mean, Chris Pratt. I love Chris Pratt as an actor, but I think maybe he could use with some better role selection sometimes.
I could agree with that.
I was just like, yeah.
Well, I don't know
watch it.
actually. I'm trying to think of a movie he's been in where I'm like, nah, bro, you.
I know we were going to talk about the Super Mario trailer later, but like he got a lot of flack for that. And
yeah, but when it came out, it worked.
It was good.
To me, it worked.
I know, but I don't know. I mean, he did those. Did you watch any of his shows on Amazon?
No.
Oh, okay. I think he's got like a few.
Okay. Well, then maybe that.
One
then
was
I gotta
like
give you that,
a
maybe.
future. Well, I think that was a movie. I can't remember. I'm awful at remembering facts.
But like I'm thinking, Jurassic World, which granted those movies aren't like considered fantastic
the first
movies.
one, everybody was like, cool.
Yeah,
And then everyone after that, everybody was like,
they went a little.
we wish you didn't do anymore.
But like I think he fit that role well. He's still one of the better parts of those movies.
And I agree. That's why I'm kind of saying, like, I think as an actor he does a great job, but I think his selection on what movies
I guess
he is or
yeah,
isn't
that's
going to
fair,
do
I
is
guess.
kind of the decision.
Yeah,
I guess.
no, that's fair.
What was I saying?
Your opinions on the movie.
Yeah, we were kind of talking
yeah,
about.
so I was coming into it not really anticipating much. And then, like, as it kind of sets up or whatever, I was like, okay, whatever, this is fine. I didn't. There was a few things that I know Alex had brought it up. The fact of like the flying hover bike that they had like felt very
Right.
futuristic.
It
But
kind of
it's
caught me
also-
off guard.
Yeah, but it's also like one of only two things that seemed like futuristic at all.
Yeah, we talked about. I'm not going to cut you off, but
Yeah, no, I mean
Go
that's I
ahead.
kind of want to.
oh, okay, you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say I'll talk about it in a minute, but yeah, to hover on that first, that's a good point. I did not from the trailers. Wow, you were great at it. From the trailers, I did not take this to be like some futuristic sci-fi movie. And then one of y'all actually kind of said it when we were walking out, and I was like, "Dang, that was kind of like a sci-fi movie a little bit." But like now you're saying it, and I'm like, I agree with it, but barely.
Yeah, it was like this is like an alternate timeline, but like it's just
set
barely
in the
ahead, but
future.
not really.
Right.
I think it's supposed to be our world, but just like 10
Well,
to 20
no,
years
like
in the
for
future.
sure, but that's
Which
what he's
having
saying.
a
Like
hover
not
bike in
alternate
10 to
universe,
20 years
alternate
is
like
crazy.
timeline. Like I don't know, yeah, just futuristic. I guess is the better way to put it.
Yeah, well, I think that
shout
like
out
they took
futuristic.
they took some like only in like one or two aspects they were like, oh, this is futuristic, but everything else is pretty much exactly as you
The
would think
same.
about it today.
Yeah.
Which is an
there's-
interesting take.
There's
but-
still
Yeah.
a bunch of normal cars. There's a hover bike, and then the AI can basically do anything.
Yeah,
you
it's like
want,
everybody's
but
like
otherwise-
legally contracted, and everybody's just like kind of on board with capital punishment, which is like I mean, it's a whole nother
Or
thing. but
maybe
it's
the
like,
ones who weren't.
Wow, I think
They're
they had
I
only
don't
done. I think they'd only done like 18 cases.
Yeah,
He's like
he got number 19,
So
yeah.
it's that hadn't happened. But
Well, and maybe that's part of it. See, they don't even delve into that. Like, what determines a mercy case? Like, were there only 19
think
because it was that
murders.
new, or were there only 19 because there's only certain cases that get it to that point?
Maybe a bit of both.
Well,
I
I'm
think it's still like in its somewhat infancy stages, because like people are like super kind of back and forth on it, like the
Right.
granddad or whatever.
Well, I was just saying, I know like there's like protesters or whatever that aren't
Yeah.
for it and stuff, which is like reasonable. But it's also like they do like a real quick recap of like what a red zone is too, which is also like kind of a crazy concept for something that's not in the future but is in the future. Like it you know what I mean? It's like
What is
Oh,
it,
there's
that
like
zone?
whole lawless parts of the zone where like the government has just given up on policing the area,
Yeah.
which is
Oh, I don't even remember
insane.
them touching on
I
that.
do vaguely
Yeah, like that
remember
because that's where the first guy.
Got caught.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like and he lived there, and that's why it was like okay, because that's like the lawless zone where they like never go or whatever, you know.
Yeah. I kind of do remember that now. I did not remember that until you said that, though.
It wasn't really a big part of the movie.
This
Yeah, that's
this
what I'm saying,
actually
they
had
kinda
the
just like glaze over.
I was
it
gonna
real
say
quick.
it actually had the potential for some decent world building, and I guess just
Well,
didn't.
that's kind of what got me is like I said, I went in with expectations that were pretty low, and then they were kind of hitting me with some of that, and I was like I think the timer did it a lot of good.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which like I did at first, I was like, 90 minutes is crazy, but then I like as you see the timer ticking down, it's like it builds up suspense, and it's like even if you like kind of almost don't want to care, but like I don't care, but it's like it's there, and it's like
Yeah.
you feel
There's
it.
only
Yeah.
30 minutes
I
left.
thought it did a lot of good.
I'd be real interested to see one of these like real movie nerds, like on a level that I'm not even on, like time it and see if
Like
it
new rock stars.
yeah, to see
Yeah.
if it actually is in real time, like every time it cuts back, oh, it had actually been that many seconds or minutes or whatever.
I wouldn't be shocked if it is accurate.
I mean, it was a short movie. It was just
Maybe.
over 90 minutes, and he wasn't in the chair through that whole end part. And the credits count towards the
That
runtime.
might actually be pretty. I'd give them more credit if it is. That's pretty
Can
cool.
you look it up real quick? The
If it was
Mercy.
actually 90 minutes.
No, just the runtime. And I'm just gonna do some like quick maths.
But yeah, I don't know. I had low expectations, and then go ahead.
Hour 41.
Hour 41. So that's just over 90. And credits are what, 10?
Yeah, and I was about to say, and there's a little bit of time before
there's like
it
a few-
actually starts too.
Okay, so it's probably not a
Yeah.
1-for-1, but it's
well,
close.
I was gonna say
It's close.
I'd believe it if they said it was.
Yeah. Like I could buy it.
I'm not gonna do the actual breakdown, but
Actually, maybe the
I'm not
credits
gonna
don't
sit through
count
that.
then, because I feel like
that's what
90
I'm saying. I feel like the credits don't
Yeah,
count.
I
I
just
think
looked
it's
it up
just
on
the.
Google, and it was just like the.
Well,
the
wait.
summary thing.
We're totally wrong because there was actually a good portion of it that like it was already over when, like after he gets out of the chair.
That's what I'm saying. At the
That's
end, he wasn't
probably
in it the
11
whole time,
minutes.
but that wasn't that long.
I don't know.
Literally, he gets out of the chair and then goes down to the lobby, and the truck had already crashed into the building. They have the final little showdown.
Well, that's a great segue for what kind of really ruined
Got
it for
him
me.
going.
Because I was, like I said, I had low expectations, and then it picked up, and the timer, and the world building possibility. I was like, I'm intrigued now, and I was kind of like, I don't think there was anything that was like a crazy mystery. Like me and Chris kind of called a few of them. So it wasn't like a M. Night Shyamalan level twist or anything, but I mean, it was pretty good. I was enjoying it for a minute.
Me too. Yeah.
And then there was the most ridiculous chase scene, which really just ruined it for me. He drove like a big semi truck full of.
Well, hang on real quick. You say
Yeah.
not Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
I'm
my
kinda-
bad.
I might need to
We
back
are
up.
skipping around a good bit.
No, you're good. So essentially, this is the end of the movie, or the climax, the
climax,
third act.
yeah.
Third act. And the guy who we have now kind of deduced, like sort of as the audience, along with Chris as the main character, that is the guy who did it, who did actually kill his wife. He is now they've caught him, and they're
they-
trying to. I said
they
they
figured
caught
out
him.
who
They
he
figured out.
is.
They're trying to pin him down. Like, where is he? Where is he? And they're going here. They're going here. By the way, I'm sorry. Is that real quick on this?
Mm-hmm.
When they bust into his house,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
SWAT team, and then they go to that garage, and they're like, "Oh, he's been planning this," and then that timer goes off, and the bomb explodes, but the partner got away.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. That lost me a little bit, because I was like, that would have been so much more impactful had she died after she's been.
Well, but then you couldn't have that awful end twist.
Yeah, that would have been a
they-
shame.
Still could have.
Yeah, it probably would have been better if they'd have wrote it well.
So anyway, back to get back to Ryan's point here, because I know he wants to talk about this chase, but I'm gonna set it up for y'all. So they're trying to pin the man down. They finally got him, like an old school, what do they call it?
APB.
APB.
Yeah. They
because
tracked down the truck that he
right,
found.
they had to look for the truck because he took the plates off and like they couldn't track him. He's
He
sort of
didn't have
off the
a phone
grid.
on
They find out that he's got like a giant bomb.
Which, by
and
the way, I'm sorry, but
big jump.
is it just me who thinks is insane that in this world where they like have access to every camera, cell phone, this and that they don't have like enough access to street cameras to just find this man like that? They had to
Well,
put out an APB.
So I think that's also like kind of the point is like there was a lot of like lazy.
Yeah.
I kind of will go into this when I talk about how awful I think the AI was too.
Okay.
The AI, like they set up this AI
they cut
to
some
be
weird
like
corners with that.
to be
they
like
broke
this
their own rules with that.
They set it up to be like this amazing, unbreakable, amazing, super smart AI that's like. I feel like they didn't take a futuristic one because I feel like probably like Grok would have done a better job than this AI at determining guilt.
I mean, Grok gave J. Cole's Fall Off an 8 out of 10, so I agree with you.
Okay.
I saw it. He compiled the data.
No, that's great for J.
I was
Cole.
about to say some heinous stuff. Go ahead, Ryan.
Alex, not a big fan of J. Cole
No, not
or AI,
Punk
which is
well that too. But
yeah. So the AI was not great, but I think it led into a lot of like really lazy police work, and they were just like leaning hard on the AI, but also like it was clearly like not good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of they were like, oh well, we'll just track his truck with the tracker, and it's like. Well, this guy has like an engineering degree or whatever, and they didn't think that he would know to take the tracker off of his company truck is insane. Like levels of stupidity.
Yeah.
That's kind of like I'm saying. That's kind of the stuff that kind of brought me out of it. Is like they end up getting into this big chase where they're chasing down the truck.
Yeah.
And the truck is just like made out of the world's most impenetrable metal, apparently, because cars are bouncing off of it like bugs. It's doing nothing to this thing. Meanwhile, he's got like
it's not even moving.
he's got like a giant bomb in the back, and it's totally fine just being like. Also, what kind of cop is going to sideswipe a tractor trailer with a bomb in it?
yeah,
That's crazy.
The kind that know that they won't do any damage.
Well, yeah, because they had
They're
Barney
gonna just
Fife
crash.
driving the cop cars that were like they hit a jump and like crashed into a building.
Well, he
was
didn't
the
hit the
ugliest part of
jump.
the movie.
It was actually even crazier than that. The truck, the driver, the crazy person with a bomb had enough foresight to push at that speed, push just the right angle to make the cop car use like a tow truck's ramp as a ramp.
It was ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's like they were trying so hard to wreck this truck that they were like, I'm not going to take in personal safety of any civilians.
Alex got so
They were wild.
Alex got so pissed off because they had the one blockade completely set up, and they're like, "Oh, we got him," and then like he just went another way. Or no, I'm sorry, he didn't go another. He blew right through it because they were just trying to run the little RC car.
Yeah, they were going to blow up the truck with an RC
The
bomb.
completely unbiased, neutral machine AI judge took pity on the fact that the guy in her chair had a daughter in there, so she blocked the signal.
All of a sudden, the AI...
what? It said that?
Yeah.
It was heavily implied.
No. They straight up said it. He was like,
he
that was
said-
you. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
I
Yeah,
don't
she
remember that
she
at
blocked the signal from that little RC car
Yeah,
exploding.
the totally not
My
emotionless
perception
AI.
of that was so different.
Alex thought, man, what a dud.
I really thought it just
Yeah.
didn't work, and that was a plot point in the movie.
No, it
No,
was
bro.
that the totally
She blocked it.
unbiased and just
Okay.
AI was
And
like,
cold,
I'm going to do the
unerring.
right human thing.
Okay.
I mean, and also they showed it to being like malfunctioning when he like barely pressed on its like moral values at all.
Yeah.
Which again, that's again what I'm saying. It's like insane how awful the AI was, and they were like, "This is what's going to decide capital punishment."
And not that this would have been much better, but it wasn't even like the old school thing of like, oh, the human, exploited the machine's incapability for emotional thought, and it like fries it, and he gets out. Like that would be lazy because it's been done, but at least it would have made sense. No, the machine learned to feel almost.
And I get it. It's like AI is supposed to learn, but it's like I don't understand how you would put that in charge of like judge, jury, executioner, totally unfeeling, unbiased, strictly by the facts. It's like, let me take into account your emotions, like instantly. Like,
Yeah.
I was
the very
like,
first opportunity it has to
who tested this thing?
deduce a case that is actually like guilt free.
Yeah,
It was
it's-
crazy. I feel like there was something else that was
Well,
bothering
I
me
will
about
say
it.
my
but-
perception of this has changed entirely because when we walked out of the movie theater, I was like, nah, I didn't really see the AI emotion thing as much as you guys did. Now, with that knowledge, yeah, okay, sure.
Well,
I get that.
and I was gonna say to finish that up, Alex got so pissed because they had the whole blockade set up, but their whole goal was to run that car, so he blows right through it because the car doesn't explode. Well, Alex is like, "What the heck? Why didn't they just lay out the spikes to blow up his tires?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would take too much reliance on something that's not a piece of technology.
I guess.
Which I really don't know. Is this movie for or against AI?
I
Like, what's
can't
the
tell.
point of view here? I
The
feel like it has to be against it because
no, the ending was very pro. The ending was very pro. Like
Yeah,
she
it
she
seemed
comes
like-
to his aid
it
like
seemed like
3
people-
times.
Yeah, it felt very like, and the Grinch's heart grew 3 times.
Yeah, like,
it's
it was, to me, it was very pro AI. Like it was
they
one of
wrote it, I guess, with AI. I don't know.
It's like one of those movies where they like show you that machines can learn to love like people.
Yeah.
Like it felt like
But
that.
but like if they did Wall-E but bad.
Right.
And Wally kills
But see,
people for
even
living.
no,
Yeah.
like, well, I know your whole point is that Wall-E was written better, but my point is like, even in Wall-E, like he's how am I trying? He's programmed to be like a caring thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not even like he learns that.
That's fair.
It makes
too.
more sense because it's just his pro. We don't see Wall-E
Which is
grow,
why- well, but
at least in that sense.
you do see it because that's the whole point of Eve, isn't it? The
Dude, he
lady
like
robot.
doesn't he like not kill a
I was
roach at the
saying,
beginning
maybe
of the movie?
we shouldn't have brought
No, no, no.
Wall-E up if I haven't watched it
I'm
in a
saying-
minute.
Eve is the
Same.
super high tech robot that floats around.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
whole-
His
that's
boo
all white.
thing.
yeah, that she
She
falls
was
in love.
programmed to like kill things. She has like a laser.
Oh yeah, you're right.
and
Oh,
then
yeah,
he
so
makes you
she's
feel
the AI.
emotions.
Yeah. So I guess machines can love.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
like,
the one that goes beep boo boo bop, beep boo beep.
Wally. This is derailed so much.
little bit. I knew it would though.
Yeah, it was inevitable. Okay, so let's talk briefly on, you said you went in with low expectations, and then at a certain point in the movie, it kind of started getting
Started liking it.
You were like, oh wait, this kind of fire though. Like,
and
it's
there-
nice.
aside from like 1 or 2 things, I was actually starting to like be invested in
Right,
what
it's
was
like
going
you
on.
were
Yeah.
you were starting to really
And
dig it.
I think it's because they did such a good job, like you said, of kind of making it like. Normally, when it's like a we framed him kind of thing, it's like, oh well, we know he's not framed, but they kind of do a good job of being like, well, I mean, it really.
He
you
might
know,
be guilty.
Like halfway through the movie, you'd think they'd start to let up and be like, "Oh, there's hope here," or like,
Right.
"We know his indomitable character
Like-
would never." And it's like, no, this dude's actually like kind of a. I mean, he's a person. He's flawed.
I will
so-
say yes, that's that too. I think that one thing they did do right in the writing, because I know we've been kind of hammering it on for some of the lazy writing. The one thing I will give them credit on in the writing is that I think they pushed that as far as it could go before they finally just finally let you breathe as the viewer and be like, oh, okay, it really is someone else.
Yeah, and that's why with like the timer and stuff, I was like, I felt like genuine suspense and like the
Yeah.
relief was good. That third act just really, it really dropped the ball there.
So I have a completely opposite perception of all of this.
Well, that's fair.
Um,
Let's hear what you thought.
I basically knew, like, before I watched the movie that he didn't do it. So my whole thing was...
He looked it up.
Yeah. Anyway, my whole thing was, like, who actually did it and how? And that was my perspective on, like...
Yeah, so you
watch-
kind of went into it very whodunit, like mystery.
Kinda, yeah. and
I
then
gotcha.
like they played into that really well, and then they didn't. But
Yeah, like I said, I feel like I think we all kind of. I mean, I don't know. You seemed very not like I was pretty adamant that I wasn't a big fan, and you seemed like you kind of were enjoying it a little bit, even after we watched the whole thing, Chris.
So, first of all, I think I had higher hopes for it going in than you did, for sure. I thought it was going to be a better movie than it was. Now, that being said, I have found with me that I tend to be like a notorious person for like when I get right out of a movie, I'm high on it.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm
you do love a good movie.
It's rare. Like if it's even remotely enjoyable, it's rare that I walk out of a movie and I'm starting like crapping on it immediately.
Yeah.
Not that I can't. Like we talked that day, I had some things, but
yeah,
like
'cause
I was
think there were some obvious issues,
Right.
But yeah, I think you enjoyed the movie
the overall
experience
experience,
more than I did.
100%. And what tends to happen then is after I can sit with it for a couple days, and now I'm removed from that, like, that
Excitement.
walking out of the theater and the loud noises and the big screen and the popcorn smell and all that, and I've like sat with just the movie that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to start to deconstruct a little bit of that, and I think 100% over that time my high on it wore off enough to where I was like, yeah, that wasn't great. Like, not. I still think I might be a little higher on it than you, only because I'm able to like take a movie that I look at and be like, so this is just like a turn your brain off movie, and then enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
Whereas you, and I think most people are like, look, once you kind of lose me with the excessiveness, you've lost me. And I think like that chase scene, like the whole thing with the truck and all that, I think once that started happening, I think it lost you, and I don't think it ever got you back.
I think my thing was like the kind of almost like roller coaster ride I had with expectations, because when I
Right.
came in, I was very much like turn my brain off, just watch it kind of thing. And had it been like that from the start, I think I would have been like you, like, yeah, whatever. I mean, there was guns, there was shooting, there was action, there was story, like drama stuff that's enjoyable. But
Right.
like I'm not gonna like read too deep into what this is as a like think piece per se. So like I think had it stayed like that the whole time, yeah, that's how I would have felt. But like I think started to actually get invested, and as soon as it took me out of that again, I was like, this is bad. I was like, that really ruined the experience for me instantly. And I think that's what put that sour taste in my mouth, like at the beginning of Act 3, and then Act 3 just kept getting, I don't want to say worse, but there was
Crazier.
it was like one thing after another that just like really wasn't good. And it's like, well, now all that suspension of disbelief is like, now I'm seeing like, oh, that's just awful writing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm being harsh, but
No, I don't think that's.
I'm allowed to.
No, yeah, it's your opinion. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of doing this. I mean, I don't even think you're being that harsh.
Plus,
The more we've talked
I
about
would
it.
say I know we haven't like made anything.
Sorry, that was the boom, the mic boom.
We haven't said anything in stone on any like extra content or whatever. But that thing I put forward to you about the movies. Like the blind,
casting them. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna spoil what movie I'm talking about, but after I watched this movie, I instantly thought of another movie, and I think it would be really interesting to do that movie as one of those, and then kind of go from there. Like I'm kind of tap dancing around it because I don't want to.
Yeah,
ruin it.
yeah. It's
But
Yeah.
like I think when you watch it, I'm hoping that can be another. Maybe we'll bring this back up and talk about that.
Yeah.
Because it kind of took an interesting turn, and I was like, if they would have done that, or like having seen a movie like that, and then being like, almost that was like my first reaction is like, I wish they would have done something like that. That would have been really cool.
okay. Yeah, well,
I think that's what like I can think of another movie that did this different,
Better?
but just way better. And it's
Right.
like if you would have just done something good, I would have enjoyed it.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess, like I said, I don't really even think you're being harsh. I mean, the more, and even just in this conversation, like I'm picking up on things where I'm like, dang, that was kind of lazy. Like, you could have elaborated on that there a little bit. Like, and look, maybe their goal, like if it really is the like 90-minute thing, maybe their goal was like, we got to cut out any unnecessary stuff because we want to keep it with that 90 minutes to make it feel like you're there with him.
I think that making the timer more prevalent would have done a better job of that, because they don't hammer it home. Like, I think if you're gonna do something like that, like if anybody's ever watched the show 24, which I haven't watched much of it, but like the countdown or whatever, the whole
Daniel
time,
Love,
like,
that's one of his favorite shows.
something like that would have been like, if they would have like played it up like that. I think.
Just so you know, you've never seen it, right?
I don't think so.
He is referring to it's a show that it doesn't come on anymore, right?
Like I said, I didn't watch it a lot.
Oh, okay.
I just know. I mean, it got really popular.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's a show where each season is 24 episodes, and each episode is an hour, and it's an hour of a day. So the whole season is a day in the show. That makes sense?
Yes.
Like, so as you go
So
through the season,
timer is like super important.
Yeah, like,
for like story reasons.
and it's pretty much beat for beat, like actually in world what they're going through, and they're crimes, right? They're like trying to solve. Yeah, they're trying to solve
it's like
crimes.
a suspense thriller type deal.
And it's not 60 minutes.
No. It's called 24. 20.
That sounds
It's
like 60
like
minutes.
24 hours in a day.
Yes.
So like 24. So like each episode's only 60 minutes, but
So
That would have been a great name for the show, though.
yes. I think that one was taken.
so it's like, is it real crime?
No. It's
No,
like
it's
like
a
a
fake.
It's fiction.
yeah. It's
Okay.
it's written.
Now I get it.
Scripted.
Understood.
Sure.
Yeah, right. It's called 60 Minutes. It's just two brothers. Okay. So I was gonna bring up something else before we kind of close on this topic. Yes. So for me, I know for you, the movie lost you at the crazy chase scene.
The truck. Yeah.
Did it lose you at all, or were you just kind of like meh through the whole thing, or
So I liked it.
okay?
I think it has its ups and downs.
Okay, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it should have been called 90 Minutes?
Yes.
Do you still like it? Like
Yeah.
after the okay.
Fair.
Even knowing that the AI's heart grew and that's why it didn't.
Its
I
servers
probably
grew.
have to sit
Yeah.
with that a little bit more, but I kind of saw it even regardless of that. I just thought it was not as bad as it was.
No, I
having
mean
that-
you're entitled to enjoy it. Like I'm sure this movie is for somebody.
Well,
Just
no, I mean
maybe
like,
not us.
I didn't think that it was as hand and fist, kind of like forcing your face. I didn't think it was as
It didn't
forced
seem like-
as it was.
Okay. Not as heavy-handed as
Yeah.
maybe I thought it was. Okay.
But like, I really liked at least the first half, if not the first two acts, and then having the third act kind of just fall apart. It was bad, but like,
You're not like it ruined the other two halves or other two
No.
parts. That's fair.
Absolutely.
That's
but
fair.
Also, I find it very funny that there was just a random ramp in the middle of the road and a police car jumped over it.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
hate that so much as he thought it was funny.
It was
Yeah.
so out of place that I
But,
just
like,
laughed.
It's because it. I think the fact that it made you laugh in that like tense, serious moment is why I was like, "Oh, this is awful."
Yeah. No, I mean,
like-
Act 3 was like bad.
Like I'm
but-
glad you enjoyed it, and like I like that people can do that, and they can be like, "Oh, this is a terrible movie." Let's laugh at it.
Well, yeah, and I think that kind of
You can't do that.
I can, but like I have to go into it knowing it's I can't go into it thinking it's
You
a terrible
did,
movie
technically.
and then kind of be like, "Oh, I like this," and then have them be like, "Psych."
Yeah, I get
That's
that.
what gets it for me.
And I guess it's probably not like logical to have this take, but it is what I feel, so I'm going with it.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's very okay that you like that's an okay thought to have, and I'm glad that you have it. I'm glad that it didn't do to you what it did to me, and that's great.
I do think that having that happen kind of added to like the not as bad feeling that I would have gotten from the ending, because I don't really. It was kind of bad. I didn't like any of the ending where he was out of the chair. That was all kind of not good for me. But having the levity that was not intentional definitely helped.
That kind of leads me into where it lost me, which even in the heat of the moment, like of being in the theater or coming out of the theater or whatever, I did, and I told y'all that day I didn't like this. But so to kind of again set this up for you guys listening, who hopefully have seen it. If not, I mean, I'm not gonna say this is one you like gotta go see in theaters. But I would feel bad if I didn't at least say, give it a chance, go form your own opinion, unless you're just like, I am really not interested. But to set the scene up, like Alex said, and we've already kind of alluded to, he gets out of the chair. He proves his innocence. We find out another guy did it. The judge malfunctions.
Also, I'm so sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
The whole when he proves his innocence. While they're doing the chase or whatever, and the AI's like, okay, you're innocent, get out of the chair, let's shut this down. And he's like, no, I can't, I have to solve this. Like, also, the guy abducted his daughter. We totally glossed over that. But like, she's in the truck. My bad.
Because that was why the judge didn't let the signal go through.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, you did say that. But like, she's in the truck with him. So he's like, no, I can't let this go. Like, this is serious. So he stays in the chair. She lets that happen. That's totally fine. I guess we're already we've established that the AI just does whatever it wants. Actually, but then it's like, oh well, I can't stop the Sonic thing. It goes off at 90 minutes regardless. Yeah. Like, even if you proved your innocence and you didn't get out of the chair, well, the locks stay on you and you're gonna die still. Which was like an insane thing that it's like, well, we can bend the rules, but only sometimes, not when it's not convenient, and only when it's going to build suspense.
Now, see, how I took that, I took that differently. I took that as she was telling him, if you want to stay in the chair to keep using the resources to, like, try and stop him from killing your daughter, I can't like mark that you're innocent and therefore can't shut off the sonic pulse, because for the chair to keep running for you to use it, you have to not be innocent yet.
Yeah, but like, she was like, oh, we've already established that you are innocent.
Right.
And she's like, okay, get out of the chair, you're done. And he's like, no, I have to stay. And then there is that, like, my thing is like, what rules, how does that work with the rules? You know what I mean? Where it's like, I can bend the rules to let you stay in the chair and keep using this stuff, even though I know, like, unequivocally that you are innocent. Like, we've got the guy, we've proved it. That rule I can break, and, it's willy-nilly. But at the end of the timer, this thing goes off, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. And she, like, says that and, like, makes it a point, like, he's gonna die if he stays in the chair.
Well, let me ask this. This is just, I just had this thought, and it's really an opinion thing, but I want to know what y'all think. Would it have been better if... What?
Sorry, Alex shook his head as soon as you said, would it have been better? And he was like, oh, yeah.
Shut up, Alex. Would it have been better if he would have been like, no, don't stop it. Because remember earlier in the movie, he said something when she first started to show signs of, like, her heart growing, or however we want to word that.
Yeah, malfunctioning too.
And he was like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I did kill my wife. And she's like, no, like, don't say that. Like, we got to solve this, or what? Like, how?
She was not verbatim. She was kind of like, oh, if you give up, like, you're just gonna sit here.
Right. She's like, it locks. Like, you're admitting guilt.
Well, it's like, you just sit here and run the timer out, and then you die.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Would it have been better if when it got to this part, and we know he's innocent now, if he would have been like, she would have been like, all right, it's over. You got to get out of the chair. And he's like, no. Okay, I killed my wife, to like mess with her programming, and then he does have to stay locked in it. And one of two things happen: either A, he has to find another way out of the chair now before the timer runs out, because he needs to stay in it to use the resources to try and stop whatever's happening, or B, he dies.
You go ahead, Alex.
It technically changes the rules of how she works, right? Because what I gathered, at least, is that no matter what you say, the rules of this chair and her are the rules, and she only works with the facts that she has and the evidence you can provide her.
Right, but what I'm saying is, in her programming, I would assume, again, we have to assume a lot because they didn't do a lot of world building here.
Yeah.
I would assume in her programming is a thing that, like, an actual confession of guilt is a slam dunk. So, like, even
But
though...
she can't go to
Well,
100%.
they're also, I was going to say...
But that's because she can't go to 100% based on evidence. A confession is a confession is a confession.
I was going to say, but there's also false confessions, which this has given them a lot of credit to think that the police would have, like, programmed that in there, because they clearly didn't program much in there. I mean, like I said, they were really playing it fast and loose.
Except
with
his
these rules.
daughter's fake Instagram or hidden Instagram account. They programmed that in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, like I think my thing was, like, the rules are the rules, except for when they're not the rules. But also, like, I'm not willing to bend this rules to put this, like, fake suspense that you might die.
Yeah.
Like, that felt like, okay, we've established that these rules are the rules, we can't break them. Okay, we've established that we can bend the rules when we get the AI to think more like a human. Then it was like, okay, now we're back to strict, rigid rules. And that's what kind of... It's like, what... Can we just pick what we're going to do with it instead of being like, this is the rule. No, actually, this is the rule. No, actually, the rules still matter.
Yeah, but, like...
That's what does it for me.
I guess what I would say to that is, like, it's sort of split-second decisions versus, like, meditated decisions where, like, she stopped the RC car or whatever it is. She, like, in a moment of trying to get the daughter to help the dad, she, like, talks to the daughter. And then whenever it's, like, a thing that's like, can you help me do this? Like, she says, nah, that's my rules, my guy. It's a little different, I think.
I guess I'm not sure exactly what you mean, because for
I'm not
me,
explaining it well.
I was just saying, I'm not trying to say that you're not, but, like, I'm not sure exactly the point.
If you are.
Yeah, I'm a little lost, and that might be on me.
Basically, I think what it boils down to is, like, first of all, she doesn't realize that she's getting emotions, and she's kind of trying not to. So she's trying to hold on to the rigidity of her rules, but she slips up sometimes, basically.
I mean, I guess so.
Again, I don't think they elaborate on that enough for me to give them that.
I think that's like,
If they really wanted to lean into the sci-fi element and, like, make me believe this is a world where AI is a little more than just real world AI, I might could roll with it.
my thing is, I think if you set clear rules and then you show, like, the character breaking the rules, you set a precedent that rules will be broken. And then it's it's like, oh, I'll break this rule for this. Oh, I'll break this rule for this. Oh, I'll break this rule for this. And then be like, well, I can't break that rule simply for, like, the plot to have suspense, to make you think that he might actually... I mean, I'm sure probably by that time most of us know that it's not going to happen. But, like, they still wrote it in the sense that it's like, this is suspenseful still. And it's like, it seems like they're just the laziest attempt at building suspense after we've already established that there is no suspense because the AI is going to do whatever it wants anyways. That's kind of my point.
Yeah, I mean, I see it why you say that. I don't necessarily disagree, but I think there's just also fairly good arguments just to say that what happened made sense.
That's
Not
fair.
necessarily like the fact that she did get emotions. I think that doesn't make sense. But like the fact that they went with that, I think everything can make sense.
Well, I guess to like kind of finalize this, like I was gonna say the part where it really lost me was that last twist.
With
So
the partner.
yeah, so again, one last setting the scene here. So at this point, the bad guy has crashed his indestructible truck into the building.
Totally destroyed the building. Truck's
Destroyed-
fine, by the way.
The truck's fine. Oh, and
Bomb
by the
didn't
way,
even go off.
Yeah.
no, well, there was no bomb.
What?
No, there
Remember,
was a bomb.
no, remember, after he crashes into the building, they're like, oh, wait, maybe it wasn't a bomb. It was just the raw materials. Remember that? There was no bomb.
Maybe at that
No.
point I was so over the movie that I just
Yeah.
did because
There was no
What-
bomb.
The only thing I remember is them saying that what was in his garage might have been all of it, and then I thought that they said
Right.
no.
They said no because it wasn't. He had a bunch on the truck, and the original thought, what they like lead you to believe that they know for a fact it's a bomb, and the whole time there's like this whole thing about it's a bomb, it's a bomb, it's a bomb, and then he crashes into the building. Or wait, no, that can't be true actually, because he had the dead man switch.
I was going to say I don't want to tell you you're wrong, but I don't remember that, so I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
don't
it's
remember
not
that
what
either.
happened.
I vaguely remember the thing saying something about it, or the partner, someone saying something about it being like raw material. Maybe it wasn't a bomb.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that at a time they were like, "Oh, they're using this to make meth," and then they went to his house and they were like, "No, he's using this for a bomb."
Okay, so anyway, that's not even. I'm derailing myself here. That wasn't even it. I'm just saying he crashes into the building. Yes, Ryan said, was right. The building's destroyed. Truck is fine. Honestly, they could get good money
That's
reselling that truck.
Optimus Prime, bro. Like it's indestructible.
He gets out. He's got the daughter. We're getting our classic action movie showdown at the end of this thing. Chris Pratt is out of the chair. He's conveniently comes down on an elevator. Doors open up. A corpse just like falls into the elevator that
With
has a bulletproof vest and a gun.
Yeah, just got an AR and a bulletproof vest conveniently set
So
up for him.
he's just like, awesome. I'm geared up. I'm ready to go. So he has a little standoff with this dude. So what ends up happening is the AI blinks down. Now the AI has taken over a screen in the lobby. So
Yeah, it runs the whole building.
it is now no longer even confined to its little AI jury room upstairs. It is on a screen in the lobby, and that doesn't even hinder its abilities because
I
not
think this was
only
like a prequel to Terminator or something.
not only does this AI then proceed to give like a
Essentially, it's like
not an ad lib, but like a
No, it's so
like an on the spot.
let's say what's the term for when like you do a retrial or whatever? Like if you like if you get sentenced for something and then you appeal.
Yeah,
That's the word.
like an appeal for
Pretend
the
like I remember
for,
that.
for the bad guy's
Cut that out.
dead for the bad guy's dead brother who was the first, we'll call it, victim of this mercy program's doing. Like he was found guilty and was killed on a trial. So I'm gonna tell you first what I thought was gonna happen because I told these guys this that day. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, this is gonna be a crazy twist because this dude who went through all this crap for years planning this out because his brother got killed and he was so convinced that his brother was innocent, he's going to get shown that like this program is actually good and thorough and
there was your first mistake.
and that it does its job well, and it's going to show him how obviously guilty his brother is, and then they're going to arrest him, and he's going to die to the same thing that took his brother. That's what I'm thinking, and I'm like, that is kind of a cool twist because, they could have done it where like he was right, but he was just crazy. Well, it turns out he was right, but he was just crazy. The system goes on to do this appeal that shows him all this stuff, and it plays it like, oh yeah, see, I was right. And then he's like, no, that's not true, and I know that's not true because I called him. I was this, that, with his cell phone. And the thing's like, I looked through his phone. He's like, no, his other phone.
He's like, I gave him a phone.
And she's like, oh, I didn't know you gave him a like off the grid burner. He's like, yeah, because he was trying to hide from y'all because he was trying to get on his feet. Blah blah blah.
Well, no, I don't think it was even a burner. I think it's that he gave him a phone, so it wasn't registered to him, his brother. So they didn't like check it or anything. Also, it should have been on him.
Right, and it
which
was
sets up the twist that
right. So what the actual twist ends up being there is that they just needed a slam dunk arrest and conviction and death penalty to sell this program to the general public, and so they pinned it on this like dude who was trying to get back on his feet from
I think
drugs.
they said he had issues with drugs.
And they pinned a murder on him, and then they basically erased his ability to prove an alibi by taking one of the phones he had on him and not putting it in evidence lockup with all the other stuff to be added in to the program. So when the guy woke up, he was like pleading his case, I guess, and he couldn't prove it, so he died. So the guy was actually right the whole time. Like, his brother was killed for nothing, and what it was, you find out the twist was that Chris Pratt's partner was the one who did it. And here's the issue.
She took his phone and like took it out of evidence locker.
She never
never
put it with she took it and threw it off a bridge.
And they literally pulled up video of it happening. So the AI had access to it the whole time.
It from the evidence room, but also her throwing it into the river
it's like had videos of all it, but just didn't know to look for it. Which I'm sorry, I'm kind of taking over again.
No, you're
good.
You're good.
I think this is like the different perspectives that we both had on it, because like for me, I was already at this point like, this is the worst system for deciding whether or not you're not guilty, because it's like, we're going to put this recovering drug addict who's clearly living on the streets in a 90-minute court case and be like, defend yourself and also solve a murder when you don't know how to solve a murder is insane. And then they're like, oh, well, like, he clearly could have had this evidence. He just didn't. He's not a detective. He didn't know to look into this.
Yeah.
Which is like awful. That's like, for me, that was like, oh, yes, and this movie is bad.
So that's fair. But like, I guess again for me, it was more of a thing of like, okay, I was, I guess, giving it more credit than that. I wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, I think I was already.
Yeah, you were checked
over
out.
it.
You were checked out. I was giving it a little more credit than that, but that lost me. That twist was so unnecessary with the partner,
and I hate it too, because I feel like they did a good job setting it up. Like, I remember when they first called her, and she was like, "Oh no, I can't like do this for you because like it'll look bad," and she's like,
if they think cops are above the system,
it's like she's very clearly like
guilty, there's nothing I can do.
pro the system that they've set up. So like they do a really good job of setting her up to do that twist. Also, when they're in the chase, when they're trying to talk to the bad guy who's driving the car, she just like starts shooting at him and misses, and it's like, well, I had a shot, and it's like, why would you do that when we were trying to talk him down? And it's like, I think they did a good job of setting up the twist. It's just that it was so awful and unnecessary that they shouldn't, like, they wasted all that, good setup on something that didn't add anything to the movie except for, more plot holes.
You do got to give it to her, though. She found the one weak spot in that truck.
Yeah, the windshield. But also, none of the cars or anything else found that weak spot. And the building that he drove through, that's
Somehow
also
even
the compromised windshield didn't break when he ran into the building. That's
like
good
semi-bulletproof.
That thing is built
windshield.
Ford tough, baby. That thing. Whew.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was
that was stupid. But yeah, I don't know. All in all, what are we giving it? Let's do it like an out of 10. Like let's this be our thing. Our scale. I'll go first. That way you guys can kind of think for a second, because I've already been kind of thinking about it. I think for me, The most of the mystery was pretty well done. I like Pratt. I think he's a great actor, and I do think good actors can somewhat salvage not great movies. So between some decent writing in some areas and a good choice for a leading
did a
actor,
solid performance.
I'm gonna give it like a 5. It's like a dead even for me. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not great.
I feel like I have to go 4 because I would have given it like a 7 or like probably like a 6 had they not totally botched the third act, but they did such a bad job that I can't in good conscience say that this is a half decent movie. I wasn't like I remember coming out of the movie theater and being upset about it, and you were still kind of, like you said, high on the experience almost, and like, oh yeah, like it was better than I thought. And I was so, like, turned off by everything that happened that I was like, I wouldn't, like, demand a refund or anything. Like, that's crazy. But, like, if I could have not spent money on that, I would have been a lot happier.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. So you're at a 4.
Yeah.
I'm at a 5. What about you, Alex?
I would say critically, I'm probably a 4, but for my own personal enjoyment, probably a 6.
Well, I think that's great. I think if you could get a 6 out of a movie that I would give a 4, you're probably having more fun than me, which is great.
You're just a generally more fun-loving guy.
Disagree, but thanks.
The numbers don't lie, Alex.
So fair enough. So I think, that. So we got 6 and 4 is 10 plus 5. So it pretty much averages out for us to about a 5, right at a 5.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. And if we go by your more critical score, I think it's probably more like a 4.
Yeah, and like I said, I think had the ending just been like a not great ending, like if they would have done good act 1, good act 2, not solid ending, but like stuck the ending.
Yeah.
I would have given it like a 6 or like a 6.5.
That's fine.
So.
I agree. Do we want to break and come back to finish up with trailers?
That sounds good.
Okay. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to finish up the second half here with talking trailers, upcoming movie hype, all that good stuff, and then a little bit of the Cosmere on Apple TV. This would be so bad if I pull the SD card out later and realize that like somehow the mics weren't armed and we didn't record any of this.
That would be hilarious.
You sound real amused by even the concept.
Yeah, that means I would have just wasted all this time.
I mean, we got to hang out.
Oh, yeah. It's a good time. I mean, I'm having fun. I don't know about you guys.
Talking about Mercy, how much we love
My
Mercy.
favorite movie, Mercy. All-time greatest movie.
Mercy. Now in
So
theaters.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Now that we say the name so many times, I do think that it is a point of irony that I found hilarious in the movie, which kind of, I did have that moment of levity like you, when she was like, after the turn of the twist of finding out that the partner was bad, and her defense was like, we need mercy, like talking about the mercy court, but like in the way that she said it, like the irony of the fact that she was like, I have to murder this guy so that mercy gets put in place. Like the wording was hilarious to
And
me.
I'm sure that was intentional.
Yeah, but like it was bad.
No, it was terrible. Yeah, but it was definitely
I also
intentional.
find it somewhat ironic that its name is Mercy and it's only ever killed 18 people.
Have mercy. I don't remember what that's from.
I thought that was just you.
Full House. It's Full House. Yeah, we're not gonna dwell anymore on that wonderful work of fiction. I was about to say something, but I'm gonna keep that one. Gonna keep that one in the dome.
Yeah. Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
No, okay.
if you want
to know what Chris just thought.
If you want some real topics, subscribe to the Patreon.
Just kidding. We don't have one. Not yet.
We don't have one. That's a work in progress. Yeah. That's a whip. That's whip.
Yeah.
So real quick,
that doesn't get copyright.
Yeah, nah. We're not big enough for that to matter. real quick, let's touch on. This is a big year, guys. Wow, Alex. When I said touch on, Alex reached out to me ever so gently to touch me. This is a big year for movies. We got Project Hail Mary about to come out, Super Mario Galaxy. Later in the summer, you got Spider-Man Brand New Day, you got Avengers Doomsday, you got Dune 3, there's Toy Story 5. We were talking earlier, almost jokingly, but to some people, this is a very serious Devil Wears Prada sequel coming out. That's a big deal for a lot of people.
That movie is for someone.
We're watching it.
If I have to.
It would be funny to get our take on that original. I've never seen it.
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
thought
haven't
that's why
even
you
heard
wanted
of
to
it
see the second
until
one.
He said something.
No,
about
I
it.
just know it's like a huge movie. Like, I just know it was a big deal.
Yeah.
It's Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway, and it's like a designer, like they do like fashion design.
Isn't Prada a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Prada.
I've heard of that before.
So that's all. That's like the extent of my knowledge on it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's probably enough.
Meryl Streep's dope.
Yeah.
And Anne Hathaway's dope.
I remember that movie being big, but that I'm pretty sure I can safely say I wasn't the target audience for that movie.
I don't know. I knew you in high school. You were probably the target audience.
Yeah, well, I think if anybody here in high school was the target, it was you.
Probably right. I'm a sucker for The Notebook, bro.
Yeah.
Prada.
Or Prada, yeah. I mean, and there's other big. I mean, I'm sure there's ones I missed, but Odyssey. Oh my God, Nolan's The Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
You're not looking forward to that?
I don't know, maybe.
I just think it's gonna be a huge movie.
I just feel like
his
I
casts
feel
are
like
always so stacked.
that would be a fun one. Like, I definitely watch it, but I think that's gonna be one of those ones where it's like I'm gonna watch it and then I'm just gonna be like, Troy was better.
Okay, that's fair.
But I don't know. I'd like to be pleasantly surprised.
So originally for this episode, we were gonna touch on trailers. Don't do it. We were going to touch on trailers that were going to come out with the Super Bowl, but because of timing and everything else, that just did not work. And to be honest, I don't know that any new ones came out. I
don't know. I didn't watch.
I kind of scoured Twitter before we started recording just to double check, and I saw nothing. No Spider-Man news, no Avengers news. I didn't see a new Mario trailer. Nothing. That I did see a Project Hail Mary trailer, and there were some new scenes in it from the last one I had seen.
Okay,
So
I
will say
saw
that.
like the end of that one because you pointed it out.
We were out eating at that point.
Yeah.
But kind of similar vein, but like, not just focusing on the trailer aspect of it, I guess. What would you guys say is like your most like this? I'm the most anticipated for this movie this year.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the Odyssey probably for me.
Yeah, I could tell you're like really hyped about it.
No, I don't know. Doomsday. I'm
actually a little shocked.
I would say I hate to say that I'm optimistic for Marvel Disney because they've really kind of let me down. But I think they've been starting to turn the corner, right? I mean, I think that's
that's what I was
general
talking to you about
consensus.
earlier. To me and most people, Thunderbolts was an underrated smash.
Pun intended.
Yeah. No, Thunderbolts.
Oh, right. The movie that was named for that, but wasn't that. Got it.
Fantastic Four was, I thought, great, and I think most people loved. You were a little underwhelmed.
It was okay. I didn't hate it, but I will say that, like, coming off of some of the Disney original shows, I did enjoy Fantastic Four. Like I said, I wasn't like the biggest fan, but they were good.
That was kind of where I was going next. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think any of us have watched it yet, but I have only seen good things about Wonder Man.
Yeah,
I have got to check out Wonder Man.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna go into that on an episode soon, unless we totally get caught up with whatever else comes out.
Yeah, because to be fair, I mean, The Boys season 5 is about to drop.
Yeah, I need to catch up
Invincible
on
season
Gen V.
4 or 5 is about to come out. Daredevil Born Again Season 2. All of those are going to be weekly dropping episodes at the same time over the next, 2 months.
See, that's the problem is I'm behind on, all of those.
Well, see, the thing is, I've got February. That's it. So I'm using February. I'm going to probably binge the crap out of Wonder Man. It's only 6 episodes, 6 or 8. It's a short series. I'm going to binge that.
I have no time for One Piece.
Darn.
No, I mean, you say that, but it's getting good.
And he's you've been saying that for 1,000 episodes.
Because it keeps getting better. And that's, oh God, it's so good. I'm a One Piece stan. I can't help it.
Nah, bro, I'm not nearly as far as you, and I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
I'm
just gotta convince Alex.
We gotta get him on the.
I don't know what more you want from me.
To watch more movies? I don't know.
Can't do it.
Okay.
Oh, dude,
We'll get him.
the Wayans brothers are coming back for Scary Movie 6 this year.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of hype about that because I was bummed when they stopped doing the haunted houses.
Yeah, those were. We had good times.
I'm not gonna
with
lie
those.
to you. 1 was okay. I remember us dying at 2.
Yeah, I mean, there was I think the
situation itself
situation made it funnier,
but
yeah, that was
I think
solid
one was
comedy.
probably more quotable, but 2
I don't
was,
know. I quote 2 all the time, dude.
I don't remember many things. No, that's 1.
Oh, is it?
That's from
oh,
1.
Shit, oh dang, I'm
I'm tripping.
my bad.
That's the first one.
Yeah,
Put it in the swear jar.
yeah. That would be a funny rolling gag.
We're gonna just we're gonna get that new camera soon, guys.
Yeah. All paid for by me.
Oh, what's up? Sorry for the awkward pause. The office door. What's up? Okay. All right. That was very weird.
Just cut that out.
No, this is all natural, baby. We keep it rolling.
We'll cut
Yeah,
that in.
even when I swear.
Hey, swear jar. Yeah, I don't know. I was really bummed that they stopped doing those after only 2, but then it turns out, I guess, behind the scenes, they were working on getting their original baby back, and I'm very hyped to see what all they have to say. They were poking fun at the fact that they weren't doing Scary Movie anymore in Haunted House 2.
Yeah.
So oh man, it's gonna be so good. So yours is Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Yours is Doomsday.
I mean, I feel like it. Maybe I'm setting myself up to be disappointed, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and hope that they do right by these. I mean, they're bringing back so many people. So
I'm just shocked that yours is not Supergirl.
I think, well, maybe I didn't think about. That's gonna be a good one.
I was joking,
I
but-
think. Well, no, I mean the Superman was so good.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Superman was
ever
good.
since DC got
Mr. Gunn.
Got gunned.
yeah. So, well, I don't think you can say that. Swear jar. Yeah, no. Ever since Gunn went to DC, I mean, they've been doing a fantastic job.
I think he made his first misstep.
I know you. We talked about that.
Yeah.
The
Batman
I know people
writer.
are unhappy about it.
Yeah.
I am gonna do. This has only ever come back to bite me, but I'm gonna stand by what I say, and I give everybody who's done the right thing the benefit of the doubt until they don't deserve it.
That's fair.
So, whatever he wants to do, I trust his vision.
No,
So-
I can't hate on that. I'm willing to give Gunn, like you said, the benefit of the doubt. I'm not happy about the decision though.
That's an
I'm
opinion.
willing to give him the benefit of the
Well, that's really all that's based. That's all that's
Well,
predicated on.
I
It has
think what
nothing to
he's
do with
saying
that writer.
is he gives Gunn the benefit of the doubt, but not the
her.
writer. Yeah.
No, I get it. That's what I'm saying. That's all that's
Is
predicated
he
on
still
for me.
directing it?
No, I don't think. I think he's a producer.
Well, my thing is, I believe he's not going to be hands off, like no matter what.
Not totally.
If he
Not for
has
Batman.
direct hands in
Not
it,
for
whether
Batman.
he's
Yeah,
the
maybe-
director or whatever. If he's in,
I'm hoping with his direction,
yeah.
it can be because a lot goes into a movie. So a writer who didn't do a good, like, just because a writer wrote a movie and it wasn't a great movie doesn't, I don't want to say is like all that writer's fault either. It's like, I mean, I'm sure they have something to do with it, but you know, there's a lot that goes into letting that become what it becomes. Enough that, like, I think James Gunn will be like, hey, let's try this, or like, I would do this, or like, maybe if you thought about doing, I can't see him being like, you have full creative control and I'm gonna let whatever you say or do be what happens. I mean, I don't make movies, so I don't know the whole short and long of it, but I just can't see him letting something like that flop with such a big deal.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Not with Batman. That is the one thing that gives me a little
risk.
It is a big risk, and I don't like the optics of it. But I will say people will flip out if he manages to turn this into a hit with that person as the writer.
And I think that I'm hoping that's what happens. And I mean, like I said, I think he's going to do a great job.
James Gunn might be the Nick Saban of movies.
Yeah.
Do you
for all our football watchers?
I know you're not.
Actually get that one.
I know he's really good, but I don't know exactly the context.
So people have this thing with Nick Saban. They call it the Nick Saban tree.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at like any significant coordinator that he had under him over the last like decade or more,
mm-hmm.
they're all some of the top coaches in college football right now.
Because
Kirby
like
Smart,
his mentorship.
Right. And they call it the Saban tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a branch off that tree, you're most likely successful.
You're gonna you know what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to if he pulls this off, I'm really thinking James Gunn might be the Saban of movies,
well,
like of directors.
That's what I'm saying is like I feel like it's gonna be his job, and like what's exactly his position at DC?
He's like the Kevin Feige.
But like what would be the term for that? Do you know? I can't.
Man.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Big man.
He's the big man. He's like can you Google that? What is James Gunn's position at DC?
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull that
Yes,
up. Thanks, James. Alex is, I guess, going to be our de facto Googler. Googler. That sounds like the Batman villain we're going to get in that movie written by that girl. The Googler.
I not.
The Riddler's older brother.
Yeah, the Googler.
Yeah.
The Googler and the Riddler.
Why you make him sound like Donald Trump? I'm the Googler.
The Googler. No one Googles like
I
me.
have the best Google searches. He's the co-chairman and CEO of DC Studios.
So yeah, he's the man.
So, I imagine he's got his hand in all of what is
for
being
sure.
made.
For sure. But so does Feige, and we've seen that fail.
Yeah,
and I trust Feige too.
I did trust Feige. I no longer do, and that's kind of the thing. Is like I did the same. I'm willing to give Gunn the same I gave him, where it's like can do no wrong until wrong is done.
Right.
So.
No, I agree with that.
Proof
What's
that
your
trust
take
is
on that?
misplaced. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big risk that I don't know is necessary to take. Like, it really just depends on how the movie ends up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, time will tell on any of this. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a given. No, but for real, in all, yeah, somebody clip that. Jamie,
tell me
clip
how
that.
wrong. Tell me how wrong I am in the future.
Jamie's gonna end up being like our Jarvis.
Yeah. Oh,
Jamie,
that's
clip that.
that's a good one.
Sorry, real quick. Sorry, I'm terribly multitasking. I was gonna say, oh no, in all seriousness, I made the joke about Supergirl, not knowing you were actually gonna genuinely be like,
Superman was good.
See, it's funny to me. I think I feel about Superman how you feel about Fantastic Four. Like it was good but not great.
I think a lot of I think we talk about it as friends a lot, and I'm saying again, like the people on the podcast know, but I feel like
People on the pod.
I feel like time and time again, expectations is what really has such a heavy effect on
you,
someone,
especially.
anyone's experience.
Anybody,
I feel like.
but you ride that.
I mean,
Like for real.
we talk about it in book club a lot because we're all in a book club together where we'll read something and somebody will be like, well, I had, this expectation because of, something I saw online or something somebody said about this book. And then I had either too high expectations and it ruined it for me. And then somebody who's like, oh, I didn't know anything and this book was amazing.
Right.
So I think expectations have a lot to do
with your enjoyment of a thing.
And I'm very much more ignorant on the comic book side of things. It's like most of my experience with like comic book movies and books and stuff is all like straight from like movies that I saw as a kid. So.
Right. No, I think that's fair. Like, look, I fall victim to that a lot. My wife gets onto me all the time because I watch all these theory videos and all these, these are leaks and this and that. And then, you
gotta like get in the weeds of all of it.
And then you go see the movie and like none of that's in there. I remember
kind of almost let down that like somebody had such a good theory and then it's like, well, I wish they would have just done that.
I remember being so hyped for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness because I thought it was gonna be nuts. And don't get me wrong,
it was a movie.
I liked it. I think Sam Raimi did a really good job.
I thought it was a fun watch.
But like it was nothing like what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But regardless, in all seriousness, what I was going to tell you, I was shocked that you said Doomsday and not Dune 3. Because you are by far the biggest Dune fan of the three of us.
Here's the thing. Dune 3 is going to be...
stinky.
Well, it's... I don't want to misspeak here. In the comments, let me know how horribly wrong I am. But I think this is the adaptation of the next book.
I thought, real quick, I thought they were doing that in a show.
What?
I thought they were doing the next book in a show thing that they put on HBO Max.
Well, so, I mean, you haven't read the book.
No.
So, the book is 1 and 2, essentially.
Right.
So, what would be Dune 3 then? If not the next book?
That's what I'm saying, though. The Dune Messiah, right?
Yeah.
I thought they were doing that more so in a show and then picking up some of either the bigger parts of that one or like the next book.
Oh, maybe
in Dune
3. I don't know. I don't know.
They did some kind of Dune.
I know they did a show
on HBO,
and
Max.
I know people were not feeling it. But they, again, that's one of those things where everybody else was like, "This is bad," and I was like, "Well, I'm not going to waste my time with it."
Yeah.
Probably should have at least checked it out.
Yeah.
I might I'll probably just read what it's about and be like, okay, is this the next? Because, I mean, I haven't finished the next book either. So, but people really didn't like the direction that one went, and I don't. But
then I heard it picks back up after that one.
I mean, it probably does. I think because then it's like it's different characters.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think it's possible? Because we've seen what. I forget, that guy's got like a French name.
Pierre.
Yeah. Villeneuve, or I can't remember his name. The director of Dune 1 and 2. He's done good work.
Jean.
And I mean, and I loved Dune 1 and 2.
No, so, I know that. What I'm saying is everyone did.
Yeah, I think that's maybe I should give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Do we think it's a thing inherently wrong with the story to where there is no making it better, or do we think he could make a version of it that's better?
Well, again, I guess we're talking about like
time will tell.
Expectations again.
Well, that's
where
true
it's
too.
Like
that's true too.
I'm letting someone else's opinion of a book I haven't read color my opinion of a movie that I haven't watched.
Denis Villeneuve.
So
yeah.
I feel like we're kind of getting too much into the.
Nah, that's fair. So basically, the fact that the next book is not widely loved, and to your knowledge, that's what this third movie is going to be on.
If it is, yeah.
To your knowledge, right now, that's what makes you be like, nah. Supergirl actually might.
I think I'm
Doomsday.
just as excited about it.
Right.
Just because, like, even if they do a good job and that's the source material, from what I understand, I probably wouldn't much enjoy it.
That's
But
fair.
I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe I'll like the book. I don't know. I haven't finished reading
I
it
think
yet.
you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Or else.
Or else.
I mean, I do. I don't just like have whatever opinion I'm told to have either. So
No,
like,
I know.
sometimes I fall too much into that. But
again, expectations though.
exactly.
Everyone telling you hate it, you might go into that and be like, this book was not that bad.
Yeah, and that's why I have it. I started listening to it on Audible, but I haven't finished it yet. So,
Dude, this is a little off topic, but you just reminded me. I've been listening to new released full cast Harry Potters
yeah,
on
you were
Audible
telling me about that.
with sound effects and like original music and all that stuff. It's pretty good. Like,
Yeah,
it really feels like I'm listening to a version of the movie that didn't cut out any details. Like, they'll be out on like the school, walking around the school, and you'll hear like way off in the distance they have like kids screaming and whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's like
pretty neat.
I mean, you and me have had this conversation about certain audiobooks that like do such a good job with like making it more like an theater
experience
kind of
Yeah.
feeling. Like there's more than just me reading the book,
Yeah.
and I feel like it brings a lot to it.
Oh, for sure,
So,
dude.
I'd probably love it.
I know you and I have much different feelings on it, but that's one thing I love about Dungeon Crawler Carl. Like any
Yeah, I mean,
narrator,
they do a good job.
any narrator that can bring
I'm
that
stuck
much
on
vocal
book 3
talent
right now.
to a series is you get my respect. One we all three agree on, freaking Cradle by Will White. That series.
So good.
Travis
And-
Baldwin is
I was
a
gonna say,
phenomenal
such a good
narrator.
Narrator, yeah.
But anyway, to get back on topic, we'll talk more about that kind of stuff another episode. That'd be fun. For me, I'd say, man, it's tough. Like I said, this is a huge year for movies. I am a massive Spider-Man fan. It's very hard, even with Doomsday coming out. It's very hard for me to put anything above Brand New Day. And even at that, Doomsday is like, it's like day by day, like they change a little.
Mm-hmm.
Like I start hearing a little Spider-Man news and it starts to eke above it and then they flip.
Well, Spider-Man hasn't done a trailer.
No,
They haven't done a teaser,
no.
and they're
Well,
teasing.
they have. It got leaked, but they haven't really released it.
Oh, okay. Well, I have not seen it, so I'm unaware.
A lot of people haven't. But yeah, to your point, no, they have not. Not officially.
So I think that might be coloring my opinion a bit about, because like if you release 4 trailers or teasers about the trailer for the movie, and like for me, Doomsday is, I'm excited again because it's like, oh, we're getting Robert Downey Jr. again. Oh, we're getting Chris Evans again. And oh, Thor looks like he's gonna be semi-serious this time.
Bro, that man has Thor on his knees in the forest praying to the gods for enough strength to make it back to his daughter.
Yeah.
Like,
But
whew.
Thor 4 was,
No. Thor
Rough.
4 was trash.
that was hard to watch.
That was
I
trash.
didn't
So-
watch it.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything.
I've heard. That's why I didn't watch it.
So I don't know. It's hard for me not to get excited when like characters and actors I love are coming back.
Yeah.
We talked about Chris Pratt. I think he's a great actor. I think he does a good job. I think Star-Lord is a perfect role for him. It
Yeah.
very much so reminds me of his character in Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah.
It's just he's so good about like being funny. Yeah.
I'm like passing around my copy of Thor: Love and Thunder that
Yeah,
hasn't
I
even
don't-
been opened.
I was like, yeah, why are you showing me this? Yeah. It's because no one wants to watch it.
I own it because I'm a completionist that is far from having a complete MCU collection. No, yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's hard to not get excited about the cast coming back. It's hard to not
Plus,
get
they've been
excited.
talking about Robert Downey Jr. for
Bro,
so long
these-
now. Like, I
these-
feel like they released that way too early.
Well, yes and no. Part of me agrees with you because that was crazy. Like for how long these.
Yeah.
But like, for me, it worked because when they announced it, I hated it.
Yeah, but you've had time to sit with it.
But like I've sat with it so long and heard so many theories and heard so many of these actors who are on set, like that have been filming, like talking, saying this, things here, they're like blah blah blah, oh he this, oh that, and then this scene, it's gonna. I'm like, kind of getting to the point where I might be more hyped for this movie than I've ever been for a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I think I'm not saying like it was a bad idea. I'm just saying like it was crazy.
No,
how
it was
long
crazy.
We've known about this movie.
You're right about that.
To not know about this movie.
Yeah. Well, and that's it, right? No leaks, none.
Which I love it.
No,
don't
me too,
leak
dude.
anything.
No, I don't want to see anything.
And I don't want to do the whole, is it AI? Is it not AI?
Yeah, no.
I thought for sure, I mean, we just talked about Mercy, but like I thought for sure AI as a whole was going to be a more stronger
Central part of
topic
that. Yeah.
in the movie. Wasn't.
It wasn't.
I mean, and then like I was like, that'll be a good discussion for us about like, because I know you talked about, like this trailer was AI, or like, is it real or isn't it real? And it's like,
yeah.
I think that's such an interesting thing that we have to
live
talk
with now.
about now.
Yeah, we have to live with that now.
Yeah.
No, you're right, 100%. I don't know. I say all that to say, while Spider-Man and Doomsday, if I'm being completely honest, those are they're absolutely tied for my most anticipated. If I'm going to take my Marvel glasses off, which I can't, they're literally fused to my face. Like, I can't take them. But if I could,
it's hideous.
and we're going to, my most anticipated non-Marvel movie would be
Supergirl.
No.
Why are you not excited for Supergirl?
It's not that I'm not, but it wouldn't be my most anticipated. I am
because it was DC.
so looking forward to Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, well, you read the book, right?
I read the book.
That makes sense.
One of
And
the
you
best,
loved the book.
One of the best audiobooks. It is so good.
Yeah. I haven't read it, so I'm going to be going in blind.
Dude,
I mean, we talked about the movie, or we talked about the book before the movie.
yes.
You and me. So I kind of know some things I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, and things that Alex doesn't.
Yeah, so actually Alex is going in blind. I'm going in knowing things I shouldn't.
You're going in needing glasses.
Yeah, but like, and you already know. Like,
Yeah,
you're going to know exactly
bro,
what's happening.
Oh my gosh. Like,
as long as they do justice to the book, which
the visuals look stunning. Please tell the people how big of a Ryan Gosling stan that I am.
Oh, yeah. He loves him.
Freaking love the guy. And the kind of characters that Andy Weir writes, he just encapsulates
He's like it's
them
made for
so
him.
Perfectly. He can play the straight, like serious, like he can do that, but like
he's also like a bit of a joker.
he's got the levity.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Andy Weir, puts that. Oh my gosh, dude, it's perfect. Like, to me, it couldn't be more anticipated. Like, I'm very much looking forward to it. The only thing I have a problem with is the spoilers they put in the trailer, and I'm not going to talk about it on here.
Yeah,
because if you
like we
don't
said,
know,
Alex doesn't know.
I don't want you to know, and I'm not going to ruin it for my brother, but I hate that Ryan figured it out, saw it, whatever. It's cool. Please hear me.
Yeah, they gave a big part of the book away
Yeah.
in the trailer for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Please don't watch it. Like, just take my word for it.
Just go watch
Just
the
go watch
movie.
it. I'm telling you, it's good. It's a good story. It'll tug at your heartstrings. It's
Well, as long as they do a good job.
Well, that's true.
Who's directing that? Do we know?
Jamie, look that up.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Jarvis, increase jiggle physics by 50%.
I'm uncomfortable.
So while Alex looks that up, I'm gonna tell a little story. We have a mutual friend, all three of us.
I have the answer.
Wow, that was really fast. All right, we'll save that for another time.
a bit of a cliffhanger for you guys.
Oh, it's directed by two people.
Who are they?
The
Phil,
Wachowski twins.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Lord and Miller?
No.
No, I'm being dead serious.
No, I laugh because like I believe that you know them, and that means nothing to me.
Me either.
Look them up. Look up Lord and Miller right now. Look up what movies have Lord and Miller directed. you're about to get hyped.
I was gonna say I'm obviously they're probably gonna be good movies. I'm not as much of a what would the word be for
Aficionado.
yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Of movies.
So we have this
I
mutual
like
friend, the
movies,
three of
but-
us, and I created a little AI image today of him
God.
with Rouge the Bat in his lap, because that's his favorite character. So he has a little crush on her.
So the few movies I got here are the Lego Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
21 Jump
great!
Street.
I'm sold.
Dude, that's a fantastic
no,
movie.
no, it was fun.
What? Hang on, say that one again.
21 Jump Street.
Uh huh.
22 Jump
Uh-huh.
Street. And Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
There's other. Hang on. There's no way I'm.
Chris is like, Alex is about to get fired from being Jamie.
Come on, man. You're already ruining it.
They are also famous for producing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
There you go.
They didn't direct that one, but
Okay, but they had this goes back to the James Gunn. Like they had their hands in it heavily
Yeah.
in it. They're heavily involved with the Spider-Verse films,
Which are great.
like
If
dude,
if only we could finish this last one.
tell me about it. Dude, they and every single movie on there I've seen and is fantastic. I haven't seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs,
That's wild.
but
pretty
that's a
sure
good
it's,
one.
well received.
Lego
I
Movie
mean,
is
for
like,
what it is, yeah.
for years, Lego Movie was called the best animated film that's ever come out.
yeah,
Also
yeah, yeah.
true.
Like they're
It was
they're good.
fun. That was a lot of fun.
Doesn't
Also,
that also
I
was saying,
star
are
Chris
in-
Pratt?
Yes, he's one of the voices.
Pretty sure he's the voice of the main guy.
Yes, the Lego guy. He's a little Lego.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm very, very much looking forward to that movie, dude. Oh man, I hope they don't ruin it. I don't want to be that guy who comes out of the theater and the first thing I say is, well, actually, the book was better. I mean, I know the
When
book
is
will
it
be.
ever not gonna be that way though?
I just feel like there's got to be certain books out there that you don't have to put every scene in the movie for the movie to be good.
Well, I think that's kind of it would have to be in my opinion, it would have to be a situation where it's too much of a good thing. Like if the book goes on and on and on and it's like it's good because that's the series, whereas the movie would be like a more short and sweet kind of thing. But I just feel like the type of people who are into books like that, I've almost never met somebody who's like, this was perfectly written and paced and wrapped up, and I don't want any more of it. Like I've never met a book person who loves a book or a book series and been like, I'm glad that we have no more of these. They're always like chomping at the bit for the next one. So I feel like that's just movies where it's like movies. I feel like
Dungeon
the more
Crawler Carl
movies
comes out in May.
the more movies people make, it's like of a certain thing. It's like it just there's gonna. I feel like there's gonna be a misstep. You know, like there's too much involved, and I'm not saying that writing doesn't have a lot involved. Obviously, I'm a big fan of literature, but
How'd you laugh when you said that?
I don't know. It just felt weird to say. But like.
He's never admitted it
But
out
like
loud.
movies are like they're like literature, but there's a lot more to them. So I feel like it's, I'm not gonna say easier to mess up, but there's more room for error.
Ooh, was that
So
me? My bad. No, I agree. And have I
TV shows too. I feel like
Well,
sometimes they're
yeah.
just like, let's milk this for all it's worth, and it's like, if only you would have just stopped at season 6 of Game of Thrones. I don't know.
This will be this, dude. This is so perfect. Have I ever told you how much I loved you?
No.
Oh man, I love you. You just set up the perfect segue into talking about the last thing, so we can get this wrapped up.
It is a little late.
We
right
are
now, guys.
recording really late, and I gotta get him. I
And
gotta
we've
get him
got
home
work
because
tomorrow.
they got work in the morning. And I feel so bad, but they are the
It's
freaking
okay.
best for doing this. You talking about books and leaving this out versus that out, and them being paced and blah blah blah. Perfect segue.
I try.
It has been announced that the one and only Brando Sando,
Yes, sir.
the Lord Ruler himself,
Wow.
has signed a deal with Apple TV to where they are getting exclusive rights to take over the I'm not even going to say take over, to receive the Cosmere adaptations in visual format, which, as of right now, the only things kind of discussed and agreed upon is that the first Mistborn trilogy is getting a set of 3 movies, and that Stormlight Archive is going to be handled in more of the sense of a Game of Thrones, a high-budget, episodic, seasonal show.
Yeah.
So, here's the kicker. The reason he went with Apple TV is because they agreed to let him keep his hands on all of it.
Well, see, that was going to be my big selling point. It's like, I want to be so excited about this, but I feel like there's so much that could go wrong. But knowing, again, that's the kind of thing where it's like, I have full trust in Brandon Sanderson
Until you have a reason.
Because he hasn't done anything wrong, in my opinion.
My man.
So
if
he's got his hands in it, I'm excited.
He's right now working on the Mistborn script for the first movie. He's writing it.
We love that.
He is the
It's gonna be
screenwriter
awesome.
for
Do
the.
we know if this is all live action?
Yes, that's what it is. We're getting live action adaptations of Mistborn and Stormlight.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll take whatever I can get.
Dude, he's already, as of this past week's weekly update he does, he was already at 2% on the script. They just got this deal done.
He's probably been really excited about this too.
Dude,
Though.
yes, you could tell in the video he was cheesing the whole time. He's the screenwriter for the Mistborn movies, and he is going to be the showrunner or co-showrunner for the Stormlight show. This man is going to literally have his hand on the wheel for the whole thing.
Good.
I'm in love with that.
Yeah. No, I think that's how it. I think that if you're taking somebody's work of art and you're not having them involved, like I know that like scheduling or like depending on who it is or whatever, it's hard. I mean, people pass away or whatever, like with timeless classics. But like, if the person is there, I don't see why you wouldn't have them at least advise.
Yeah.
At the very least, I would prefer them, kind of be like
decisions,
or at least like setting up like either props or like, just to be like, hey, this is a flaw. Like my fans are gonna be upset about this, and not that they're like. I mean, I feel like most of them do a good job. I struggle because I'm thinking right now. I was like, I wonder what Disney Star Wars would have looked like if Lucas had more of a play in it.
Yeah.
But also, I know not everybody loves everything he did with Star Wars.
Well,
so
that's true too. I mean, you're not going to please everybody, but
I feel like I would have enjoyed it more, and that's all that matters to me personally.
The good thing about this with Sanderson and the Cosmere is that most of his fans are just on the same page anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you like Brandon, you love Brandon, and if you love Brandon, you know what he's about.
Yeah.
And admittedly, I'm going to throw this out there because I don't want to come away from this like leaving you guys feeling like we left a lot on the table here. Admittedly, all 3 of us combined are not very well read in the Cosmere yet. It's been something all of us have been like actively striving to get deeper into.
We've just got a lot.
We've got a lot of
so many
stuff.
different things.
Now I will say, doing this show, and especially now that he's made this deal, is definitely going to push us to like, oh man, like now that's something we got to start talking about, and like that's because that's going to be a lot of YouTubing going on about that stuff.
Oh
now.
yeah.
So that being said,
got to get that content.
For full disclosure, I am I'm done with the first Mistborn trilogy, but I haven't taken that next step to do like one of the standalones or like Stormlight or any of that yet. Alex, you have read the first book?
I read the first book and started the second.
You're on the second one, and Ryan, you're also on the second one, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so
yeah.
I'm done with the first trilogy. They're both like midway through the first trilogy, so like that's Mistborn is like definitely the bulk of our knowledge, but I think we all agree that like he's a good writer.
I would say, yeah, I kind of own. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, I'm glad I did, start with Mistborn, because obviously everybody's like, well, that's the intro you should start with, and like that's kind of how you should gauge whether or not this is going to be for you.
Right.
I wish I would have just jumped straight into Stormlight for sure.
I think if you had known,
but I think I'll get more out of it in the end. But
Yeah.
now I'm like, I wish I could just finish all the. Like, I hate that I want to just rush through these books that are amazing.
They are good.
But I'm like, I know what I want, and they're right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, to this day, Words of Radiance, which is Stormlight #2, is still, I think, the highest rated book on Goodreads. Like, people are saying it is near flawless.
I want it. I want to read it.
And they say it is like 150, 200 pages at the end of just Sanderlanche. Just like crazy twists and action scenes and climax and everything else. I cannot wait. Like, it is so cool that we're going to get to actually go through that journey on a platform where people can experience it with us. But dude, guys, when I tell you, like, again, there's not too much we can speak on other than just like pure excitement for the Sanderson deal. So I don't want you to feel like I'm, again, like leaving a lot of meat on the bone there. I wish we could delve deeper into it.
If they want to release any trailers or anything, we would be
we'll be there.
Happy to go over those.
But like when I tell you guys, like the benefit of us expanding this content now to talk, like there are so many like popular series that none of us have even touched that we can now, like,
we're going to use you guys as an excuse to enjoy what we want to enjoy.
And the good thing, you know, if you're a fan of Red Rising or the Hierarchy, you know, Will of the Many, Strength of the Few series, or the Bloodsworn or Dungeon Crawler or the Sun Eater saga, or like any of these like massive, you know, Red Rising, any of these things, like the good thing is, like, for me, being able to experience it for the first time is awesome. And then after you get that high and you can never re-get it again, the next closest thing is being able to like watch people experience it for the first time and talk about it. So I really hope you guys are like on board to hear us just like nerd out, gush out, debate. When it's something that like really gets us, like I feel like we
could do this for
very,
hours.
very
Probably
fun.
part of the reason why we're still recording.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, I really think we got some fun stuff on the way for you guys. So I say all that to say, I know I saved that for the end. It wasn't necessarily because it'd be the longest topic, but just because it was one of the more exciting, and I thought it'd be a good way to kind of taper out. I want to thank Alex and Ryan for being here for their first episode. This was really fun for me. I hope it was for them, and I hope you guys are going to see a lot more of them moving forward. And until next, I don't really know when the next one will be yet. So until we figure that out, we see you guys.
Like I said, we're working on a lot. So,
yeah, we got a lot in the works.
Hopefully, we can just continue to elevate what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I think I'm excited.
So until next time, thank you guys so much. We will catch you on the next episode of the Mega Media Nerds podcast.